Witam Was w kolejnym odcinku z gry SpellForce 3. Ostatnio dowiedzieliśmy się od elfa o rozkazach, które nakazują nam w zasadzie wybić całą wioskę. Wszystkich niedobitków, także idziemy wyjaśnić tą sprawę. Chyba gdzieś tutaj powinien być. I zobaczymy, jak się to wszystko dla nas skończy. Ja w międzyczasie jeszcze rzucę okiem na skille. Co tu będziesz miał fajnego? Może to? I atrybut. Niech będzie zręczność. Ok. Mamy go.
Tahar.
Anselm, what happened? Where's the general?
Up north. He left us in charge. What about the outpost? Is it safe? Since you just strolled in here, I suppose the elves have somehow surrendered.
They have. Look, Anselm, I need to talk to the general. There's something about the bloodburn we didn't...
Save your breath for later, Corporal. This place is getting purged.
Purged? You mean...
Yes, it's tragic, but there's no other choice. The general said it was the plan all along. Until we know how this plague spreads, we cannot allow any of these people to leave. Not alive.
This is insane. Look at these people, Anselm. We can't just kill them.
What do you want me to do, Tahar? Fall on my knees and cry? It's an order, and we are soldiers. It's as simple as that.
So you knew this is what we're here for? Why did he tell you and not us?
He didn't. I only just learned it myself.
But the general doesn't have the information we have. He should know before we do anything.
It would take an hour to catch up by now, and even if you were to tell him, he seemed pretty set on this. Which I understand. It's all of Northander we're gambling with. Maybe all of EO.
Forget it. I'm not killing these people, and you won't either.
That's what I wanted to hear. One last thing before we kill you, betrayer. Do you remember her face?
Whose face? What in the blazes are you talking about?
What am I talking about? Well, that's a damn good question. 8 years ago in Iskander, when your father tried to execute you, and the Wolfguard stopped him, it was my sister who paid the price for it. Isamo Tahar. He burned her alive. He blasted the skin from her skull. And all just because of you. All because of the fucking betrayer's child. But no, that wasn't enough. Instead of killing you like he should have, General Noria took you in. Trained you as if you were something special. Wolfguard. He might as well have spit on my sister's grave.
Anselm, this isn't fair. This isn't fair, and you...
Fair? Fuck fair! She died, damn it! She died! Only so this piece of shit could live. Good thing is, you refused a direct order. So we don't even need to cover this up. Now let's get this over with.
No, Anselm! You can't do this!
Watch me.
Whatever's nothing.
For the crown!
You read my mind.
Oh, shit.
Stay calm, Bertrand. This wasn't our fault. We just have to...
Tahar, there's news from the Tiara's breath. What happened here?
Patrzcie, jak te zwłoki się zanurzają.
They...
Stay where you are. Slaughtering your own brethren. Can't believe it, Tahar. I should have guessed. Drop that weapon now. And you too, Carpal. Unless you want to save the hangman some work.
Hangman?
What do you think? You're charged with high treason. Betrayed by the betrayer's child. The general will love to hear this.
No i bardzo dobrze. Przecież nie wybilibyśmy tych ludzi.
I told you this would happen, Angar. I told you.
I just can't believe this is all you have to say in your defense, Tahar.
Anselm and his friends attacked us. Do you need me to write it down for you?
Watch your tongue, Tahar. General, you are a soldier of the Queen, Tahar. And for the past 8 years, you have served us well. Not only that, you even went as far as to refuse obedience to your father. Because you knew what he did was wrong. I respect that. But killing 5 of your brethren in cold blood and refusing a royal order, I cannot let that go unpunished.
But this is ridiculous! The general was wrong, for heck's sake. The bloodburn is not contagious. What should we have done? Slaughter an entire village?
Blazes, are you that ignorant or just plain stupid, Carpo? These elves would have told you anything. They were the ones who betrayed our treaty in the first place. But I'm done explaining myself. This is a waste of time. You're a murderer, Tahar. I should have seen that right away, but I didn't. And the same goes for you, Carpo. You're a disgrace to the Wolfguard.
Tell me one thing, Tahar. Do you have any regrets?
This isn't about regrets. These villagers were innocent, and I tried to do what was necessary to save them. That's it.
No. You acted based on information by people who broke a decades-old treaty. And even if they hadn't, what tells you that they were right? Greyfell might be gone by now, if General Noria hadn't done what he did. Corporal Tahar, Corporal Koppel, you are hereby found guilty of murdering 5 soldiers of the Royal Army and insubordination. The punishment is death by the string. Take them to the dungeons.
Okej, jesteśmy w lochu. Pewnie jakoś będziemy mogli uciec.
Pardon?
Since you've been sitting here, I've been wondering why your face looks so bloody familiar. Now I remember. I saw you in the courtyard, back when they took me to my... how did they call it? Trial? You're one of them, aren't you?
If I was one of them, would I be sitting here?
Were one of them. Sorry. I'm guessing I should be mad at you, shouldn't I? For serving these idiots. But, as it seems, we're sitting in the same dirt, so... sod it. I'm Iria. Iria Finanmir. What's your name?
Just call me Tahar.
Tahar? As in... Isamo Tahar?
He was my father, yes, but I fought him in the Mage Wars.
Huh. None of my business, I suppose. So, tell me, Tahar, what brings you to this wonderful place? Came to enjoy some nice hours of sitting in rat crap and hearing those zealots torture the living shit out of our kind? I hate to disappoint, but it gets boring after a while.
Our kind? I didn't know I was an elf.
No, but you're gifted, same as I. Or a defiler, as people prefer to say nowadays.
Ah, right. You're a mage.
I am.
I think you know what I'm here for. I'm sentenced to die in the pike, just as you are.
Nie do
I see.
końca.
How come? If I'm not mistaken, you're Wolfguard, aren't you? And aren't you guys supposed to be some kind of elite?
I was a corporal and refused an order.
Była mowa o powieszeniu, a nie po biciu na pałę.
Long story. In short, our general ordered us to slaughter an entire village, Leonon. He wanted to prevent a plague called the bloodburn from spreading, but, how should I say, was missing some crucial information.
Which was?
The bloodburn isn't contagious.
Blazes. Sometimes I wonder what's wrong with this world. I got ambushed. Soldiers of House Leonider, as they called themselves. I was trying to reason with them, but they wouldn't listen. I knew I shouldn't have done it, you know? Use my magic. But in that moment, I was just so bloody scared.
What did you do?
I only remember fragments. 2 of them lunged at me. I grabbed their arms and let my light magic run free. It was over in less than a minute. I didn't even know I could do that.
And I take it you got caught.
No, not at first. But I'd rather not talk about it. They're going to kill us. And, you know, there is still a part in me that thinks this is all a bad dream. Are you afraid?
I try not to think about it.
So do I. Thing is, it doesn't work. Anyway, I don't know about you, but I haven't given up yet. We need to find a way out, and we need to do it quick.
We're in a prison.
How did you guess? Doesn't change the fact that we need to get out. I've searched every part of my cell, and there's absolutely nothing. But yours is a lot bigger. Go see if you can find anything.
Like what? A magical key?
No, a fragile bar in the walls. Something that can help us pick a lock. Whatever. Or maybe start by taking a look at that breakthrough in the wall behind you.
No dobra.
So, see anything?
Nothing. It's a dead end.
Shit. Well, that explains why they haven't repaired it. Then keep looking.
Interesting. Iria, I found something here. It looks like a piece of thread.
Great. One of the prisoners must have left it. See if you can find a nail or something like that. That way we could make a lockpick.
A lockpick? What do you think this is? A child's cane? We are in the Grey Keep prison. Even if you had Zerbo's keys, you wouldn't get that door open.
Just ignore him.
Okej, jakiś list.
Whoever that belongs to, I doubt he's still alive. Nothing.
What's that? What are you looking at?
I don't know. Some sort of grate. There's something stuck down there. Looks like a piece of metal.
Are you serious? Get it.
I'm trying, but... Oh, shit!
Melon's reins. Are you all right?
I think so. What was that?
A tunnel spider. Just yesterday, one of the prisoners got bitten.
Shit. But you killed it.
And I have that nail.
Right, the nail. You still have the thread, right? Now put it...
All right, scum. Time to wake up.
Defilers?
Those two.
Isn't that?
The betrayer's child. Yes.
Interesting. I'm Rondar Lacane, the Harbinger of Light. And you are here because you've sinned. I don't know how, and it doesn't matter. But the light has found you guilty.
Mercy! Please, sir! I have children, a wife,
Quiet, scum.
Don't. He's afraid. And he should be. So, I'm here for a simple reason. You defilers are beyond repentance. But you three, you may not be. If you admit your sins now and accept the light into your life, you may be given a second chance. You may be born again as servants of Aeonair. The choice is yours. Child?
I don't think he can hear you, Your Holiness.
Why? I believe my instructions were clear. If they are not defilers, they are not to die until they have been given a chance.
I know, Your Holiness, but he was already weak when the soldiers brought him here. He must have had some untended wounds.
I see. Well, may the light have mercy on your soul, child.
I repent! Please, Your Holiness, I repent!
You do?
Yes!
Then confess. Confess that you have done wrong. Confess that you are corrupted. Confess that your life is and was always empty without the love of the All-Father. And confess that it is only this love that can lead you back to the path of virtue.
I confess that I accept
Jesus.
the light as my salvation.
Jaki tchórz.
Rise and be born again. Open the door, child, and take him away. I will join you in the courtyard.
Are you certain, Your Holiness?
I am. Leave.
Of course.
What a lunatic.
If they repent, do they really let them live?
Depends on what you call living. From what I've been told, these newborn have to give their life to the purity. But yes, they will live.
What now?
No idea. But as long as that priest fellow is here, we have no way to get out unseen. Wait. Do you hear that?
No, słyszałam.
You heard it, didn't you?
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. The voice. That... That's interesting.
You aren't making any sense.
The blood burn. What do you know about it?
only that it's some kind of magical plague.
A magical plague. Yes, that's one way to put it. Where do I start? 6 months ago, before the first occurrence of the Bloodburn, Aener showed me a vision. It was beautiful, riveting.
Like the one that made you found the purity of light in the first place.
I see you're well informed. Yes, like that one.
Must be handy to have so many visions.
I don't expect you to understand my faith, Tahar, so spare me the irony. But that particular vision I had that night was different. I woke up in a wide, empty desert. The sun was glaring, and the sand was almost burning. Yet I felt completely at ease. I began to walk until I saw the walls of a beautiful giant city, white as marble. When I reached the gates, they were wide open. By then, the sun had become even more intense, glaring, engulfing the city in a sea of light. Still, I was not afraid. I entered the city and found the streets deserted. I can't remember for how long I walked, but it must have been hours. Until, finally, I saw him. The All-Father, Aener, a figure made of pure light.
You met Aener.
Yes. I don't think that you as a non-believer could possibly understand what it felt like. But what matters is that he spoke to me. He told me that the Bloodburn was imminent, and how we can cure it.
If the Purity already knew that much about the Bloodburn's nature, why didn't you tell the Lord Marshal? General Noria slaughtered an entire village because he thought it was contagious. Which is also why I'm here.
We did tell him. But you know the King Regent. He's not a man of faith. We needed proof. Something a godless man like him would understand.
What makes you so sure it was a vision and not just some dream?
I just know. As I said, I don't expect you to understand.
And why does Aener care about the Bloodburn?
Because he's preparing his return.
Right. Your priest told me about that. You believe that Aener will return to the world and make it a better one.
One of equality, peace, and harmony. No more magic, no more castes, no more nobility. The Bloodburn is just one more trial we have to overcome.
So how can we cure it?
Well, that's where you come in. I wasn't certain at first, but now I am. He told me that there's someone who will play a pivotal role in all this, whose blood is connected to the plague, and I would recognize him or her when the time comes.
And you believe that's me?
I do. Let me tell you a story. 3 weeks ago, a small village was almost completely wiped out by the Bloodburn. I went there, together with 6 of my priests, to follow up on my vision. As you can imagine, it was atrocious. By the time we got there, most of the townsfolk were already dead. Save for one man, an elf, the village healer. Witnessing that bloodbath, it had broken him. However, he was still able to tell us some very interesting things. Among them, that he believed the infection occurred right after he heard something that night. A song. The Song of the White, as we now call it.
Hang on. You're saying that this singing we just heard actually causes the Bloodburn?
Correct. And since, according to that elven healer, the words of the song resemble the Shaper tongue, we think that the Bloodburn might be connected to the Shapers.
Nonsense.
Actually, he might be right. Lord Marshal Arendir told me something similar. Noises before an outbreak.
All right, now I'm lost. If this song causes the Bloodburn, why are you the first to make that connection?
Because not everybody hears it. Only those who are magically gifted do, and this hearing also protects them from the disease itself. Both of you are. And that leads me to believe that you, Tahar, are the one Aenir spoke of, the pariah, who will help us put an end to the Bloodburn.
Wow, jak dużo opcji.
If this song forebodes the Bloodburn, does that mean that there will be an outbreak in Greykeep?
Well, something else we learned about the Bloodburn is that it's unpredictable. There might be an outbreak, or there might not be. It might be just a servant who dies, or the entire castle.
If that's the case, shouldn't you be afraid for your men?
I'm not. I am with Aenir, as we all are. And fear is only a product of missing guidance.
Well, that's convenient.
So you're saying there's no pattern at all? Whether a song causes an outbreak or not is entirely coincidental.
No, I did not say that. What I said is that we have not understood the pattern yet.
Whatever you want me to do, if I am to help you, you'll free Iria as well.
Of course. She may be a defiler, but her ability to hear the song makes her as valuable as you are.
And if we help you, does that mean we'll be spared? Will you get us out of here?
It won't be easy, but yes, I will.
If Aenir chose me, why didn't he just send me the vision himself?
You're making the mistake of trying to apply human logic to a divine being. We're simply not in a position to understand the All-Father's ways.
So being a mage protects from the bloodburn.
Having magic in you, that's a big difference. Using magic, giving into the temptation, is a sin. Merely having the gift isn't. It's something that runs in your blood. But yes, being gifted seems to allow hearing the song and protects against the bloodburn.
The more here elves told me they were affected by the bloodburn too. Don't all elves have a spark of magic in them?
They do. And that's very interesting. That means that either we are wrong, or the elves are confusing something else with the bloodburn.
There isn't much of a choice, is there? If we don't help you, we'll be executed.
Yes, but even if your situation were different, helping us would be in your best interest. If we don't stop the bloodburn, all of Io will be affected, regardless of race or faith. And also, being chosen by Aenir is a great honor, one some of my followers would kill for.
A friend of mine has been sentenced to death too. His name is Bertrand Carpel. Can you get him out as well?
Bertrand Carpel. Yes, I've heard about him. Another member of the Wolfguard, isn't he?
Yes. I don't know where he is though. They separated us after the trial.
Then I'll see what I can do, though your escape is more important right now.
I know. Now please get us out of here.
Of course. There are some arrangements I have to make first. Give me a few moments.
Tego się nie spodziewałam.
Two more things before you set out. First, you'll have to use the sewers to escape. There's an entrance in the tower's cellar that leads through the mountains. Get out of the prison and go there as quick as possible. Once you are out of the fortress, leave the city and head to Farland's Hope. It's a small village to the northwest in Iskander. There you'll meet with a contact of ours, an expert on Shaper culture who will help us decipher the song. His name is Iskrim, and he's a dwarven scholar.
Mullendeer?
The ancient city of the Shapers, yes.
So you want us to help that dwarf find Mullendeer, don't you? What for?
Isn't it obvious? To find clues about the song.
All right. Anything I should know about this Iskrim?
Nothing I haven't already told you. You will have plenty of time to acquaint yourselves.
If I'm not mistaken, the Purity has quite some followers now. Why don't you just send your scions to help him find Mullendeer?
Good question. Simply put, there are certain people in the House of the Crown who are already uncomfortable with the Purity's military presence. Sending armed Purity followers around the country would only alarm them more.
What if we just kill you instead? Right here, right now.
What the?
Do you want to?
Give me one reason why I shouldn't.
Here are two. Firstly, I informed one of my children of our arrangement. If I don't return within the next 10 minutes, they will know what happened and hunt you down. And secondly, the All-Father protects me. You could not kill me even if you tried.
How do we find the dwarf? Will he be in the village?
It's possible, but I doubt it. Once you arrive there, you should talk to the village mayor, Clara Farland. She works for the Purity, and will provide...
Sent by the light. Fair enough. Anything else?
There is. Here, take this.
What is that? What the heck? What was that?
The rune. It imprinted itself on you.
Imprinted? What is that thing?
Hard to answer. To put it shortly, they are a gift of Aenir to us as his servants. They protect us. If the bearer of such a rune loses his life, he will be revived by Aenir's light.
Did you just say...
Revived, yes.
So, these things make us what? Immortal?
Not immortal, no. But they provide you with a chance. Should you die and be brought back to life, the rune will lose a part of its power. Its energy will take you to one of Aenir's shrines, and there your body will be mended.
Aenir's shrine? You are talking about the Elam Sar, aren't you?
Yes, I am. For most people call them the Godstones. To join a Godstone with your rune, you will need to touch the stone with it.
And then what?
You'll see. Either way, we shouldn't waste any more time. This should be self-evident, but only tell people you fully trust of our cooperation. I will do the same. Now go. Head to Farland's Hope, find the dwarf, and find Mulandir.
All right. Goodbye then, I guess.
Goodbye. Ah, one more thing, Tahar. The two of us. We are more alike than you think. You are searching for something, for the answer to a question. And while I have found mine, you haven't found yours.
What are you getting at?
Well, you see, I'm not a fool. I know you haven't seen the light as I have, and I do not expect your loyalty. But as I said before, your blood, your lineage, it is somehow connected to all this. And even though I don't know how, maybe our cooperation can help you find the answer. But I've wasted enough of your time. Farewell, Tahar. Farewell, Iriar of Finan Mir. We will meet again.
Jejku, ile to trwało.
Alright, so that just happened. What now?
Let's just get out of here.
Okay. We should probably get our gear back first, though. Let's look around.
Let's see. Now would you look at that? Interesting.
No nie widzę tej. O, tu coś jest.
Yes?
Will do.
Let me see.
There. I think this is where they put our gear.
Don't you want to get your gear back first?
No w zasadzie tak.
Much better.
Indeed. Odd that this place is unguarded, though.
Don't jinx it.
Sure. Wait, do you feel that?
Yeah, the rune. It's reacting to something.
And I think I know what. Do you see that stone over there? That's a godstone. I think we should try to join the room with it, like the Harbinger suggested.
To już rozumiem.
That's interesting. This magic. Is it just me, or does it feel, I don't know, different?
That's one way to put it. Then I take it this isn't ordinary light magic.
No, not at all. As I said, it's different from all magic I've seen so far. And that means something. Not sure how much I like the thought of me being linked to an ancient monument. Once we get out of here, I definitely want to take a closer look at that rune.
That makes two of us. Either way, the rune did react to it. Assuming the Harbinger was right, if anything goes south, it's this stone we should be, well, resurrected at. Resurrected. I can't believe I just said that.
You did. Let's not find out the hard way, shall we? Now, let's push on. I'll take a look.
Okej, ciekawe. Okej, tu coś mamy. Raczej nie wygląda, jakby to było na czas, więc możemy sobie po prostu pozwiedzać.
Let's see.
A może nam się to przydać w przyszłości.
Will do. A fork.
Any ideas which way to take? You know this place, right?
Not as well as I'd like to,
Może na
but I'm
razie
pretty
nie.
sure the one to the left leads up to the courtyard.
Hej,
We
tam
should
chyba
prepare
trzeba
for heavy
wejść.
resistance,
To może
though.
tutaj.
And the other one?
I don't know, but it leads farther down the mountain. I remember hearing some guards talk about a hidden entrance into the prison. I'm guessing they used it to smuggle booze in here for the long shifts.
So either we risk fighting dozens of guards or getting lost in the caves. What do you think? Huh, that's a lot of wine. I didn't know the prison guards had their own winery.
Neither did I. Probably not the time to indulge, though.
Agreed. Caves. You were right. No point. We need the mechanism to open it. Just look for a switch or something like that. You got it.
Możliwe, że tutaj.
Now would you look
That
at
did
that?
something, but wait. I think I know what this is.
Enlighten me.
It's a Cathayan lock. There's probably another one nearby which we'll need to pull at the same time as this one. Let's find it.
Okej. A jest drugi. Dobra.
Will do.
Cyk.
Uh-huh. Let me see.
Yes, that did it.
Indeed. And let's take a look at these caves, shall we? That way?
Dobra, na pewno są pająki. O, mam takie wrażenie,
Plan.
że my się nie ubraliśmy. Tak, dokładnie tak.
Got it.
Dobra, szybko. Gdzie jest mój łuk? Tu jest mój łuk.
Focus area. Focus.
Nie wiem, weź cokolwiek.
Yes.
Dobra,
I'll take a look.
zaraz je ubiorę jakoś normalnie. Ona wygląda ok. Ona chyba też ma najlepsze, co mogłam jej dać. Tak mi się wydaje. No, dobra, to lecimy.
They will fall.
Helen's rains. I hate these things. Seems this entrance wasn't used in a while after all. Huh. Interesting.
Will do.
You got it. That way?
Interesting.
Dobra, chyba znaleźliśmy wyjście.
Great. A storm.
This might play into our hands, though. There'll be a lot less people to sneak or fight past that way.
Sounds like a plan.
Okej, jest menhir. Trochę tu jest do zebrania, więc pochodzimy.
Found it.
Really? Is it just me, or do Nortander guards have a habit of leaving their stuff lying around unattended?
Seems like it. Let's just be grateful.
A co dostaliśmy? Nie widzę.
Hold on. Do you see that?
Yeah, patrols.
Tiara's breath. Someone's there.
Get ready. Whatever's enough.
Tiara's breath. Someone's there.
Blazes. You're now officially a deserter.
Oj, tam nic takiego nie zrobiliśmy. O, ciekawe co to.
Let me see.
A, to jest to było to drugie wyjście, okej. No, tak czy inaczej musimy iść tutaj. Dobra, najpierw zabijemy tych.
Sure. All right.
They
Here
will
goes nothing.
fall.
That way?
Okej.
Blazes! Alarm!
Let's do this. Here we go. Sounds like a plan.
Czy tu jeszcze coś mamy do znalezienia? Nie, chyba nie. Tu może coś jeszcze? Na pewno przeciwnicy są.
It's Tahar! They will fall. Will do.
A, bo to jest taki większy teren, dobra.
Sure.
Kurczę, ogromny ten teren.
Get ready. You read my mind. Got it. Hold on, is that Blazes? Get them! Whatever's nothing.
Go. All right.
Whatever's
Here
nothing.
goes nothing. That way?
Nie wiem, co oznacza ten quest, czy do którego się właśnie... Dobra, chyba mamy iść tutaj.
Blasted. That's Garion and Arnon.
Meaning?
Wolfguard. And no, don't even think about it. Those are elite soldiers from the unit I served in.
The way I see it, the way down into the cellar is right here. As long as we stay out of sight, we should be fine.
All I'm saying is I don't like these dressed up idiots acting as if they're the ones making the laws now.
What would you have the Lord Marshal do? The people believe in you.
If whoever the people believed in would be in power, unicorns would be running this country now. What the commoners need is a strong...
With over 7,000 soldiers stationed in Greykeep, the fortress's need for food and drink is immense, requiring equally immense space to store them. What few people know is that Greykeep's undercroft is more than just a vault. It is also the entry point to an intricate network of hidden tunnels, which lead all the way through the keep.
Here we are. Now where's that secret sewer entrance the Harbinger was talking about?
No idea. I've never been to this part of the keep.
Okay. Wait. Do you hear that? Footsteps.
Yeah. They noticed we're gone. We need to move quickly.
Just give the word.
Okej, jak quickly to quickly.
Alistair. That's bad.
Know him?
Yeah. We need to reason. Understood.
Tahar? What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be...
Rotting in a cell.
You better have a damn good explanation for this, Corporal.
Just let us through. We don't want any more bloodshed.
Any more? What's that supposed to mean?
Do you even have to ask? The goddamn apple never falls far from the tree, does it? Well, guess what, Tahar? This ends here.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
You ready? It's over.
They didn't leave us any choice. Was he... Provisions. Maybe we should stock up before we go down that tunnel.
Yeah, but quick.
Dobra, zaopatrzymy się szybko. Dobra, więcej nic nie widzę. Idziemy tutaj. To jest jeszcze jakaś dziura. A, dobra, bo tam widzę skarb. To idziemy tam.
Weapons, huh? Maybe some of the blades are still sharp.
Huh. Interesting.
Klucz do skarbca. Okej.
Will do.
Raczej nie znajdziemy tego klucza.
Now would you look at
Może
that?
można to, nie wiem, kiedyś
That must be the entrance the Harbinger was
spotkać.
talking about. It should lead us through the mountain into the sewer system.
All right. And what then? How far is this village, Farland's Hope?
It's in Iskander. A 4-day journey. Maybe a bit more.
You do realize we don't have to do this, right? We could just make a run for it.
I don't think so. Lacane would find us. And if what he says is true...
Wait, you actually believe that? This vision stuff?
Honestly, I don't know what to believe anymore. But I think for now, we should stay on his good side. We can figure out the rest later.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I wouldn't know where to go anyway. All right then, Corporal. Lead the way and I'll follow.
Okej, to lecimy.
With Aelot Iskander executed for allying with your father during the Mage Wars, the Iskander lands have since fallen into anarchy. On your journey, you've met many travelers, sunken-cheeked figures who told you stories about having lost their homes to bannerless soldiers and bandits. They have also told you something else, that a once deserted village has come back into bloom, offering refuge to those without shelter. Farland's Hope.
All right, let's see. According to our map, Farland's Hope should be down this path to the east. We need to be careful, though. From what I've heard, things have become pretty grim in Iskander after the rebellion. You know, bandits, roaming monsters, orcs, the usual delights.
I know. We'll be on our guard.
Good. Then let's get going.
Okej, ale tej faronowej nadziei poszukamy już sobie w następnym odcinku. W tym to by było wszystko. Mam nadzieję, że Wam podobał. Cześć!